Their window is open. I hope they're awake. Hello? Good morning. I'm here to pick up the carrots you offered me. I really do appreciate you putting some aside for me every month. It really does help quite a lot. Oh? You have something else for me? Of course I'd like to see. Let me just take my shoes off. I wouldn't want to track dirt into your lovely den. Okay. These are seed packets? Huh. So many vegetables. Beans, peas, cabbages, corn, peppers. Oh, and carrots, too. There's even some flowers in here. They're medicinal? Are they safe? I know that, while our species do have their similarities, there are a few differences when it comes to how we react to certain things. And I wouldn't want anything bad to happen, especially since we're so far out in the mountains. The nearest hybrid doctor is easily 2 hours away, and... You... research them? For me? Huh. Herbal gardening, safe and effective remedies for humans and hybrids. Oh, this looks really interesting. I've never even heard of this book before. Oh, but I recognize those names. Shusenji Chio, Nezu. They're at the forefront of hybrid research and rights. I can borrow this? Really? Oh, thank you so much. I'll take good care of it, I promise. Oh, there's so much information in here. I can't wait to write it down. Oh, I do research on hybrids. At first it was just Kachan and the couple of hybrids that lived here with us. But now new hybrids are moving in. It's been wonderful to meet them and ask them about themselves. There are a couple new ones that have moved in and they're so incredibly interesting. There's even a raven hybrid who moved into the southern meadow. He said his name was Shinzo. Did you know that they can mimic any voice they hear? Right? It's so fascinating. Hybrids all have different abilities based on their species. It's wonderful to just see how varied we all are. And you've also been part of my research too. I don't mean in any weird way, but just, you're so different from other humans I've met. You're kind and generous. You treat us just like you would your own kind. It's not something we're used to. You might not know it, but most of us living on this mountain came here because of humans. I think that's why Kachan's so aggressive toward you sometimes. He does like you, though, in his own way. Wolves like him are different when it comes to affection. He honestly cares about everyone on this side of the mountains. He watches out for us. Keeps people away that he think might hurt us. It comes easy for him. Most people wouldn't want to stick around when greeted with an angry wolf. But you did. You weren't scared of him at all. Don't let him hear you say that. Kachan hates being called cute. Even if you are right. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Please don't tell him. He might really chew my ears off my head if you did. You won't? Thank you so much. I owe you one. Oh? You know what you want in exchange for keeping it quiet? What is it? You want to help me make my new garden? Of course! I'd love your help. Many hands make for light work is what my mentor always says. Oh, of course. I'll wait in the kitchen for you to change. Take your time. We have a whole day ahead of us. I'll just be reading this book until you get back. Thank you again for all of this. Really. Since I suppose, being that feline hybrids are part cat, catnip would have a bit of an effect on them. I did see somewhere that it also has a mild sedative effect on humans as well. Could a feline hybrid's reaction be somewhere in between since they're not completely one or the other? Or would their more animalistic olfactory senses override that? Maybe I could ask All Might if he... Oh! Welcome back. Sorry, I tend to ramble when I get very focused on something. It's a bit of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid. I still haven't had any luck in trying to break it. You don't mind? Really? I'm glad. Kachan always says it's annoying, but... Thank you. That means more to me than you know. I like your outfit, by the way. Overalls and a nice hat are really the best things to work outside in. Oh! Water bottles. Good idea. Oh, and the carrots. Thank you. I'll carry those. Let me just put this book under my arm and hold them like that. There! Perfect! You're bringing your lunch too? It's for us to share? Wow, that's so generous of you. I have some tea at home. I bet that'll go perfect with it. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try. Kachan said you were a good cook, so I know for a fact it's going to be delicious. Well, not those exact words, but he said it in his own way. So, are we all ready? Great! Let's get our shoes on and we can go. My burrow isn't that far from here. It's a good thing I wore my slip-on shoes this morning. Could you get the door, though? My arms are sort of full. Thank you so much. Could you grab the seats for me, please? It's such a nice day. Lots of fluffy clouds, and the breeze is nice and cool. It might rain later, but I think we'll be okay for now. Come on, I live right this way. This is so exciting. I haven't really worked on a garden with anyone since I left my mother's burrow. It's been nice living here, but it has been sort of lonely, even with Kachan around. Yeah, he's not the most friendly of neighbors, I'll give you that. He'd rather chase me around and threaten to eat me than help me do anything. Oh, no. He would never actually eat me. I trust Kacchan with my life. We grew up together, believe it or not. So I know him. He's always busy protecting and looking out for everyone. He's got better things to do than to try and hunt me. You think he's amazing? Me too. I can't help but admire him. There's my den. See? I told you it wasn't too far. We're neighbors. You probably didn't really spot it since it's sort of in the ground. I'm not sure what a hobbit hole is. Oh! It's from a book where they build their houses into the ground? That's exactly what rabbit hybrid tents are like. We feel safest there. I think I'd like to read that book someday. It sounds interesting. Here, you can set your things on this bench here. I'll grab the hose and put these away real quick. I'll leave the seeds here and you can start mapping out our new garden. Anywhere in the front is fine, so don't hesitate. Would you like me to take your lunch inside as well? Of course! It's no trouble at all. I'll be right back. I'm back! I got this watering attachment for it. So once we get everything sowed, it'll be very easy to just get water in. Here are the seeds, by the way. And a shovel. So, what were you thinking plot-wise? Oh, I see. That's a good idea. If we plan it that way, we'll be able to get everything in and be able to reach it all. One of my friends called Minari had that problem with his garden. He just planted everything in such wide plots he had trouble harvesting from them. Here, let's arrange these seeds so that they help one another grow. It's a method called companion planting. My mentor taught me about it when I first moved out here. We should also arrange them so that the taller plants can shade some of the smaller ones that don't thrive in full sun. Since this meadow is south-facing, it can get sort of warm in the summer. Like, take the beans for instance. These are a pole variety, so we'll need to make a trellis for them. If we plant them here, they can help shade the carrots and help them grow as well since they fix nitrogen into the soil. So, we'll pair these two together like that, and now we just have to do the rest of them. There we go. Perfect. With this arrangement, it'll help cut down on pests and everything works together. You're really good at this. It makes sense though, since your own garden is always so nice. Now, I'll start digging over here. You can start digging on the other end and we'll meet in the middle. Oh, no, you can use the shovel. I'm a rabbit hybrid. I can dig really well without it, so don't worry about me. It's how I made my house after all. All right then, let's get started. Music to work by. Great idea. It'll help things go a lot faster. done. That wasn't so hard with 2 sets of hands. How are you feeling? Not lightheaded or anything? You didn't hurt your hands at all. Oh, good. I'm glad. Here. Let's take a water break and then we can start planting. Ah. Whew. That's so much better. Hey, thank you, by the way, for wanting to do this with me. It gets sort of lonely out here by myself. I see Kachan every once in a while, but we both know he isn't the greatest as far as company goes. You, on the other hand, seeing you every week has honestly been such a highlight for me. That's kind of sad, huh? You don't think so? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoy my visits as much as I do. Maybe now that you know where I live, you can come see me sometime? We could tend the garden together. You will? Great! I can't wait! Seedlings grow fast here because the soil is so fertile. So we'll have lots of little plants to take care of before you know it. I'll need your help for sure. Speaking of which, let's get these in the ground. The air's starting to smell like rain. I think we have enough time to get them all in before it hits. At least we won't have to water. We'll divide and conquer one more time. You take that half and I'll take this one. Here, you can use one of these little sticks I made. They're marked for the seed depth, so you just poke it down into the dirt to match what it says on the pack and put the seed in. I'll write the labels for them tomorrow when the storm passes. Let's get to it. We have to race the storm. Looks like we barely made it. Quick, grab the shovel. I've got the seeds. The doors are just over there. Hurry, hurry! We're gonna get drenched! You could just put the shovel against the wall. Thanks. Oh, that was fun. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. It's instinct. I didn't mean to get you even more wet. Here. I keep a towel right here just in case of emergencies like this. Here you go. let me just wrap it around you, like this. There. How's that? Is your phone okay? Good. I'm glad. Here. You can leave your shoes here at the door. Come with me. The kitchen is where the wood stove is. I fed it plenty this morning, so it should be nice and warm. I'll put some hot water on. After that kind of soaking, we both need a nice cup of tea to keep the chill away. Neither of us needs to catch a cold all the way out here. You're curious about the windows? Well, I love natural light, so I managed to dig my den so that it's mostly underground, but I still get a lovely view from my kitchen. It's nice, isn't it? My mother built our den the same way. What sort of tea would you like? I have all kinds. Peppermint, chamomile, Earl Grey. Good choice. That'll be just what you need to chase away the chill. I'll just put our tea bags in the mugs and there we go. All set. Would you like honey or sugar? Sounds perfect. I tend to take mine with a good bit of sugar myself. I'm guilty of having a pretty big sweet tooth. Oh, you're right. We could have lunch now. I think we earned it. What did you make anyway? Onigirazu? Tonkatsu onigirazu? That looks amazing. Looks like Kachan was right. You are a good cook. Oh, it's safe for me to eat it. Don't worry. My diet might be mainly vegetables, but I can eat meat just fine. I'm not a complete vegetarian. Here you go. Be careful, it's hot. I'll grab some plates for the food really quickly. There we are. Thank you. You're sure you have enough too? Good. Now, let's eat. Itadakimasu. This is amazing. You have to show me how you make these. It's so good. Ah, my ears? They wiggle when I'm happy. It just happens. You think it's adorable? Thank you. You have... Hold still. Sorry, you had some rice on your cheek. It was... cute. But I didn't want you to be embarrassed or anything. I'll have to make you some food next time we get together. It's only fair. I hope you like it. My curry is really good. And don't worry. I'll walk you home when the storm's over. You wanted to sit next to me? That's fine. I don't mind. No, I'm good. I don't mind you resting your head on my shoulder. As long as you're comfortable to eat, I'm fine. Is this all right? Me resting my head on yours? It's not uncomfortable or anything, is it? No? Oh, good. I'm glad. It's nice to be close to you like this. Thank you again for the food and for spending time with me. I hope we can do this again. There we go. I'll handle these when I get back. I don't think the rain is going to let up anytime soon. But I'll walk you back before it gets dark. I have a large umbrella for when I go shopping. It should fit us both nicely. Oh, you can just leave the towel there. I'll tidy it up later. See? We fit perfectly under here. I'll get you back home as dry as I can manage. I promise. Huh? No, I don't mind you holding onto my arm. I wouldn't want you to get rained on. It's fine. You're welcome. Huh? Oh, it's Kachan. Huh. That must be the new wolf. He showed up almost a month ago. From all accounts I've heard of him, he's very nice. Well, save for what Kachan has to say. He's sort of angry about him. It makes sense, though. Wolves are pretty territorial, after all. Oh, no! You don't have to be afraid. They won't hurt you. And if they tried, I'd set them straight. I might be a rabbit, but I have a mean kick. Kachan's learned that lesson a few times already. And I'm not afraid to give him a repeat if I need to. Of course. You're my friend. I don't mind lending a hand and helping you feel safe. I had a really fun time today. Maybe the same time next week you can come by? See how everything's doing? Really? Great! I'll, see you then. I wasn't expecting a kiss on the cheek. Thank you. I hope you have a good evening.